I genuinely believe that everything in life happens for a reason. The worst mistake I did in my trading career led to the creation of aggressive stop hunt strategy. This is the story of Ash. Hey guys, welcome to another video. I know it's been a while. Thank you so much for waiting for another video. And especially, you guys have been asking about this video for the last 28 days. It's here. Let's talk about Dash. I'm going to tell you how it started, how it's going after 28 days of live testing in the live markets. All right. I'll take it from the start. I told you that I made a mistake. I made the worst mistake of my trading career. The mistake was this. The date was 28th of May. I was in the second step. I was very close to passing a two-step 25K funded account with funding pips. On the date in question, I only needed $400 to pass the account. The trade right now was 313. It was already at a 1:8. I thought the dollar amount needed to pass the 25K account was just 1,200. My math did not math at all. I needed 5% in order to pass the account. 5% of a 25K account is $1,250. You see the mistake? I thought it was 1,200 to pass the account. So I manually closed the trade that was running wild for the day. It eventually ran to a 1:12. I only needed a 1:9 to pass the account. I manually closed the trade. I was celebrating. I was completely in tears in front of my family, which also happened. I thought I passed the account after 2.5 years of struggling to pass a funded account. But it turns out I did not pass it. I did close the trade way past the $1,200 mark. I needed $38 to pass the account. 38. But if I let that trade run to its natural course as usual, it would have given me $400 more. $400 more. So, the biggest mistake of my life. I'll show you what happened right now in the chart. I have the graph showing the trajectory of God's plan. Let's go. All right, here's what happened. As you guys can see, this was the trajectory of the account. I got the second phase on the 7th of May, all right? It started off to go up and plateau and then had a small downward trend. After that, I had a couple of amazing trades with 313 strategy and to a point where I was $38 short. Soon after I realized that I'd made a mistake in terms of the dollar amount, I did not pass the account. What I did was revenge trade. Welcome to trading, people. I also get emotional. Sometimes it does happen. I revenge traded and lost $300 within a matter of 5 minutes. All right. Usually I only risk $50 for the whole trade itself. This time I lost $300. The biggest mistake of my life. After that, trading took a big turn towards the downside. You see what happened. This is history. Price kept going down and I saw rock bottom with this account. Almost minus 8%. The account went down too. But this is where Ash was born. As you guys know, we trade stop hunt strategy. Ash is something that I accidentally stumbled into. I did see that pattern happen twice or thrice. Me and my best friend, we back tested the strategy for 3 months. We thought it's perfect. We put that into the mix and the rest is history. That is for another video. Now let's focus on Ash. Let's talk about what Ash is, how it works, and what has to be done. As you guys know, I've made multiple videos on stop hunts. It is a fairly simple strategy. So stop hunt, how it works is, so you need 4 red candles and 4 green candles, not in a consecutive manner. That's stop hunt. Okay, these are bigger zones that we are talking about. These are visible reversal zones. This is a bigger V shape forming. That's stop hunt. I've made multiple videos on that, but let's talk about Ash. When it comes to the Ash strategy, it's fairly simple, guys. All you need is 2 candles to the left, 2 candles to the right, making a smaller zone. So stop hunt zones are bigger V-shaped zones with 4 candles to the left, 4 candles to the right. Ash is smaller zones. All you need is 2 candles to the left, 2 candles to the right, and that is it. Okay? As you guys can see, this is Ash. When I say 2 candles, it's the minimum amount. And to be clear, I don't look for consecutive candles, okay? You don't need consecutive candles. All you need, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and a V-shape forming. To give you a couple of examples, here is one. 2 green candles to the left and 2 red candles to the right. That's perfect Ash zone. Can you see this? 2 to the left, 2 to the right. This is not a stop and zone because there is not a big area that is forming with 4 candles each side, all right? As you guys can see, we mark up our zone. There you go. That's been marked up. We want the zone to be taken, not tapped. That's number one. As you see, that's a tap, but this is a take. So the high of the zone will be marked as the ash zone. So let me mark it out. Ash. All right. And this is the first candle. The 1:15 p.m. candle was the first candle that took the ash zone. We wait for the next 5-minute candle to close to give us the confirmations. When it comes to confirmations, I do have two specific confirmations I do look for. That is for the mentorship, but for you to understand, I need strong closing candles towards the upside or the downside to decide if I'm going long or if I'm going short. In this case, both of my secret confluences got met, and we take a shot right there. Stop loss 100 pips above the breaking candle. As usual, we're targeting a 1:3. Sounds very simple, doesn't it? I'll give you another example, don't worry. Now, let me give you an actual example that I took. This was on the 18th of August. If you want to go back on my live sessions, it is right there. You can see that I took this live. So, there are two ash zones right here. Number one is this one. 2 reds, 2 greens. Doesn't have to be consecutive again, all right? Again, there's another zone down here. 2 reds, 2 greens minimum to be formed. There you go. 2 ash zones back to back. What happens when both of these zones get tapped together? You wait, okay? You wait to see the most recent zone that has been tapped. So initially, this was the first ash zone that was tapped. And then what happened? As usual, we wait for the second candle to give us the confirmations, the 2 secret sauce confirmations to enter. In this case, the second candle also took the next ash zone. What does that mean? We're only considering the second zone. We're going to disregard the first zone. Bam, gone. All right. What I'm doing, I'm only waiting for the second zone to give me an entry. Did I get an entry? Hell yeah. So the next candle after the recent ash zone was taken was a dud, meaning it did not follow my confluences in order for me to enter. The second candle did. So I entered on a short right there, stop loss 100 pips above the breaking candle, which is this one. So 69.70 will be the stop loss with the buffer. Again, guys, always have a buffer. What are we waiting for? We need a 1:3. All right, there we go. We got a 1:3 within a matter of a couple of hours, I think. So guys, it is fairly simple. Understand the fact that all you need is 2 to the left, 2 to the right, not consecutive. You need proper V shape to be forming on both ends for it to be considered ash. All right, I hope it's clear. If you want more information on this, come to the live sessions. I'll explain it every time it comes through. So that was completely God's plan, people, for me to make a blunder when I was so close to passing an account, and then to take a nosedive in my account up to -8% and then recover with a beautiful strategy, ash. Now let's talk pure numbers. We trade both ash and stop and together. So it goes hand in hand. If I get a stop and trade first, I'll take it. If I take an ash trade first, I'll take that. Okay, I will disregard everything else that comes through. I'll only take 1:3 take profits. So how many trades did I get in the last 28 days? I got 49 trades in total. We took 29 losses and we took 20 take profits worth 1:3 every single time. So if you do the math, we got a 31 risk to reward in total. That gives a 40.8% win rate. Congrats, people. We are very, very profitable in terms of the last 28 days with this strategy. So that's the data and the video. I hope you guys understand ash. It's very simple. 2 candles to the left, 2 candles to the right, a small V forming. That is it. As soon as it gets tapped, the next candle will be the confirmation candle. If you get the confirmation, you hop in towards the downside or the upside. You're aiming for a 1:3. So I'll see you guys in the next video. If you have any questions, put it down on the comments below. Also, you can text me in Discord. The link is in the description. Talk to you soon. See you in the next video. Take care.